teams are going to spawn on. And it is going to be Lazarus down here with the C4. They'll be on the offense. Black Dragons will need to guard both A side and B side and possibly defuse the bomb.
Yeah, Lazarus seems to be going very heavy on the office entrance right now. They're going to push through office with the C4, and they're going to let 40 and Loons, I think 40 definitely going to start pushing up into front yard.
Yeah, DZZ wanted to peek into the central passes for a second, looking for a big rotation into the stairs, but found no one. And I'm pretty sure he heard all the footsteps going through the office, unless there was just perfect three-man ghost steps into the top of office right there.
So a lot of camping over here by the office. Are they going to try to pull the trigger and come in here towards B? We do have DGZ here with a sniper.
Yep.
Does manage to get Nils though.
Mrs. Nils takes him out with a pistol. DGZ gun down. It's a 2v3 right now. A mad rush over here to B, but one of the Black Dragon players is all the way on the opposite side of the map. It does not matter. Black Dragons takes first blood here.
Adrian right there with a great backup. He was standing right next to DZZ, just buying a lot of time, covering the other angle where the riflers were going to snipe on, basically dominant, just jump on top of DZZ. Stop from letting that happen.
But DGZ misses another shot there. He's done this time and time again. He did it last time as well. Did manage to catch Nils and pistol him to finish. But Nils is, DGZ is just not hitting what he needs to hit.
It does seem like the nerves are really hitting DGZ here. He is not, again, if you do it correctly, one click and you've already eliminated a player. So it's tough. He's not doing the damage, again, to allow the rest of his teammates to thin out the team. So this is a slower round this time around. More pushing through the center here with some possible attention being devoted towards A site. B is covered with a three-man split here. So A would probably be the desirable location to hit, but it's going to come down to gunplay as well.
I mean, one of the questions we have is how are Lazarus going to deal with ADRF? Look at ADRF stats already 4-0 after just that first round.
Yeah, Ben, I think they don't want to fight him at all. Vienna getting one down in the air duct. And Adrian just getting another line down. A long is covered.
Oh, great shooting there by Vienna. Loons comes in with the kill. It's a 3v1. Can Loons pull it through? He does not. And the Black Dragons continue to mount their lead.
Yeah, that attack seemed like a open book test, basically, for Black Dragons. They knew that Lazarus was coming through the air duct, also covered by the smoke from A-Long. Had no one. Black Dragons, they already checked into the office, all the way into the back of the office 10 seconds ago.
This was the response that Black Dragons needed after that match against Super Valiant. So Lazarus Gaming already down 0-2. They barely look good. And again, but this time they get DGZ. So a little bit going their way. Lazarus might just be able to get this.
Beautiful play here. Lazarus coming back now. Gokhan, we have not yet had a 1v4 comeback. I welcome it, but it's pretty unrealistic. Maybe Gokhan can do it with a sniper rifle, picking him off one by one. But again, Lazarus should have the win, and it's a win they really need so they can tie it up, or almost tie it up, I should say, 1-2. Bomb down here. This is going to force Gokhan to expose his position. Okay, not bad. One kill. 3 more to go. But again, 30 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yeah, the big bait spot away from the door, right on the left here, will be the biggest challenge, and he will immediately be caught by Loons. There, Gokhan doesn't stand too much of a chance when there's a 4v1.
You can see the relief here on Lazarus. They do get a win there, and probably a little bit of time to enjoy the moment as it was really Gokhan inching around on the map. Let's see how Game 4 goes.
There was probably a joke there saying, like, at least we didn't get completely wiped. Like, Lazarus know what Black Dragons are all about.
Again, if Lazarus could beat the Black Dragons here, I mean, they know it's possible. It already happened with Super Valiant Gaming, excuse me. So if they can do it again here, just like we saw our Chinese team do, you know, there's hope.
There is indeed. There's a lot of hope, but I mean, it's a rough ask for Lazarus Gaming. Just getting the one, they seem in high spirits. I mean, if they can continue to do this, the pressure might get to them. But Vienna, again, only getting one this time. 1-for-1 trade right there. And we already see Lazarus Gaming trying to take A. That's ADRF down as well. So this C4 might just get planted as we see a rotation from Mazin and DGZ.
a bad spot with 2 snipers back into the passage only. This is going to be Lazarus just taking one of them down at a time.
Yeah, the bomb's been planted now. The area's smoked. Yeah, it's possible to break through this, but the area's pretty well covered here.
Yeah, with a smoke, it's basically impossible unless you get some amazing shots.
Okay, the smoke dissipates. There's 2 behind the crate. Using the pistol, 1 is down here. It's a 1v1 now. He does get it.
What?
And the Black Dragons will get the defuse off there. Clutch play. Again, you know, they've got the sniper rifles, but they can switch into pistols. If they get the right shots on the right parts of the player, then yeah, they take the kill. And that is a real problem here for Lazarus, because I think, you know, they had the position, they had the smokes, as you were saying, and the bomb was planted. So they did not manage to pull through, and momentum is now on the side of the Black Dragons.
Yeah, we got the feed from DGG, but most of the work was done by Gouken, catching one with the wall shot towards the front stairs. One more going down the main stairs from A side, which was amazing. DGG just had to clean up with the low HP member with a shot connecting there, but that's a big morale boost for DGG and the entire team.
But you say that, DGZ goes down instantly at the start of this round. I mean, he was just sniped off the map immediately. So whatever momentum he may have got from that amazing clutch play might have just stopped.
Yeah, 40 is still a pretty decent sniper. Along with Moon from Lazarus, they cannot be taken down easy.
Some movement here at Central Passage. It looks like they're eyeing the B site here. We could see an invasion come here. It is 2 players guarding here at B. And we need to see if they're going to pull the trigger. It looks like that moment's about to come in here as they do move forward here. But great spray there. 1 Black Dragons player is picked off. We do not have the C4 planted just yet. We have 3 more Black Dragons players swarming around here to try to get into a position. Nades are now being thrown down here. They will be smoking this area over here in the main entrance.
Yeah, I do like the wait from Mazin, knowing that they're a member down already. Going on top of them would have been 1-1 trade again, but this allows him to actually retreat and cover. Make sure there's no C4 planted.
And the C4 has not been planted. This is a feature of the German teams. They tend to want to try to force the players to dive in and plant the C4 later if they can. Good shooting here. Loons is now down. It's a 2v1, 2v2 here. Around the crate is Moon. Moon, he's able to get the kill there as the bullets do run out. Now it's a 1v1. Gouken with the sniper and LS here with the AK. Whoa! Complete killer. And look at Lazarus. You can see the disappointment. They were a bullet away from winning that game, but that's Crossfire. And now Black Dragons with a 4-1 lead. How much more of a lead can they take? We're going to find out.
It's looking like it might just go all the way. I mean, that was insane. There was such a tiny window of opportunity for that bullet to catch a foot, and catch a foot it did.
Yeah, that was a late zoom in, so the flick had to be faster to react, which is near impossible with that angle. And I believe that also came through the wall shot through the crate towards the end. So Gouken just picking that final kill was amazing, but Vienna Mazin staying strong and keeping that time up, making sure there's no C4 going across into the main plant zone was impressive to me.
Yeah, ADRF's start has kind of started to peter out a little bit. He went 4-5-0 in that first one, 4-0. Now he is 7-3. So his performance has started to even out a little bit. But look at the rest of the team. Nearly everyone is positive except Mazin on that Black Dragon side.
But still, Mazin's providing a lot of information. They're going down with some fights.
C4 ready to go to the B site. The B site is practically naked here with just DGZ in this position with a sniper. He doesn't have any backup. He does get 1 kill. Can he get any more? Good headshot there with the pistol. So clutch
now
by
that's
DGZ.
DGZ that we know.
Yeah, DGZ is finally back in form. Everything is going his way. Is it going to keep going his way? No, it does not. He does fall, but it is 4 versus 1. And Nils, we saw in the first game against Valiant that he has the skills to do it, but yeah, DGZ, I mean, he just went down. DGZ easily MVP of that round.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play there. It's 1-5 here, and you can just read the faces. You can read the room pretty easily here. Black Dragons is once again exerting their strength here in Crossfire. And Lazarus Gaming, they've actually had some great plays. They've got into some good positions, but it's Black Dragons that just manages to crush.
Yeah, I can see G-Clef laughing at that grenade right there. It
Yeah,
was,
that was-
we'll just ignore that and pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly at the moment. The Tasteless has great
Great plays. I'm like, all right.
Can totally happen, especially when your teammates are blocking some sight sometimes.
Sure, right. Well, I mean, tensions are high here, right? There's only a few more rounds here on this
Full-
side of the map. Lazarus
Full
Gaming
A-side
gonna,
attack.
gonna camp over here. They may try to push through air duct. Of course, it's smoked there at the main door, but there's plenty of time on the clock.
Moving through, pushing
Yeah,
through.
Oh! Nearly taking out 4 players there. A pistol moment here. Moon taking some shots. He does manage to defend. Gokin here with the sniper. Loons is just too low to hit.
Yeah, it was looking real bad for Lazarus, but now it is 3 versus 3. Of course, Lazarus are very, very low, but BD, they do have some interesting positions. Look where Mazin
Yes.
is on the map. He's currently down in quarters passage. He might be able to just wrap around and push the back of Loons.
BD might try to snipe through that main gate door there. 40 and Moon are stuck on stairs. C4, again, not planted here. We keep seeing this with the German teams. They have the position. They're waiting to plant, but this is also not really forcing Black Dragons to try to engage.
At this plant, you can be actually shut down from that central yard area from the sniper. That's exactly why Lazarus can't really... Knowing that there are both snipers alive, they can't really plant the bomb, and they don't even know where Mazin is coming from. So they have to take the maximum amount of time, try to get that bait shot, and then get one down. Now BTG is actually going for that yard. He comes back.
Does get the headshot there. Goken does go down, though, but it's clear.
DGZ.
Oh,
Wow. Again, DGZ, such clutch play. Am I wrong here? I feel like you might want to try planting. I know that tensions are high, and you could be planting, and you could get killed in that process, but it does seem like they're giving the Black Dragons a really long time to get in position.
Yeah, but 3v3, there's a spot from the yard where sniper can literally just get a free kill when you're planting, so I don't think Lazarus was...
Interesting.
Yeah, when they're out of smoke, out of flash, I think they were just out of resources at that moment to actually go for that big plant moment. You can go for that snipe with a rifle on the opposite side. It's going to be awfully hard for Lazarus, though.
I mean, we could have had Lazarus maybe moving out of that zone, trying to get a wrap around onto B instead. That is a possibility, but they just felt like they were too static at that point. Like, when they get into A, they have the site basically secured. They were just very, very static.
Yeah, they're sort of trapped in there. That's exactly why we saw Mazin all the way back in quarter passage, going for that bait spot on top of the stairs.
Nice shot there. Black Dragons again picking off another Lazarus player here. Crouch peeking. Does get a shot down there, so it's a 4v4 here. Are they going to scramble to B, or will they try to rotate back? It's important that Black Dragons do not overextend here. They're rotating themselves as well.
Yeah, they're pushing through onto B. Viana is actually in a nice little spot there, but Goken takes down Nils with that snipe. Goken gets 40 as well, and Goken does eventually go down to Loons.
Immediately shot down, but was in a really good spot because DGD was pulled all the way back because of those smoke, but will be taken down again before he even gets to react to that shot.
Beautiful play here, and look, the blood leaving the faces of the Lazarus players here. They are sheet white right now, as they have only won one game. Again, it's 10 victories, and you've won the map. We have not swapped sides yet, but right now Lazarus needs to have one of the greatest comebacks we've ever seen if they're going to win this.
Well, I mean, when Lazarus won that one, they were all smiles and jokes. Like, I think there might have been a joke, like, at least we got one knocked around. But
Right.
that might be all they get from this half.
They do get kills here and there. This is representative of some of our previous rounds we've had here with these guys, but the question is, can they get the closeout?
Oh, amazing.
Almost no HP here on Mason.
Yeah,
Nade
Mazin's-
comes down to flash that. 40, again, he could get his head shot right off if he's not careful. Again, it's a 3v3 here.
DGD comes for cover from the yard side, but gets taken down by 40. A long rifle shot actually wins the fight.
Yeah, imagine taking down 3 members of BD and then being left with Viana and Goken right now. I mean, this is just one of those things. Both players on absolute fire right now, and we see everything collapsing for LZ.
Yeah, Goken takes 2 more down, but still alive with very low HP 40. Can he actually pull this 1v2?
Oh my God, Gokin. is just indestructible, and they're 2 wins away. Look at how quickly this round is going. Now, of course, Lazarus could come back. It is mathematically possible. You could win the next 9 games in a row. Statistically, is that going to happen? Has that happened with these 2 teams that seem to be from different worlds of skill? I don't know.
The Beastless.
Yes.
Dragons, they're on the rage move. And
yeah.
Not many in the world
It's
can
like
actually
they're-
stop them.
It's like their super meter has been charged. Like they took enough damage from Super Valiant Gaming, and now they get to do. It's just in a different match. Now they get to do all the damage over here to Lazarus. This is pretty crazy. So Lazarus is now going to be on defense. Black Dragons will have the burden of trying to plant the bomb. But of course, you have 2 locations you have to defend. So if you're not split correctly, you're going to smoke this. They're actually going to get a clean entrance in here to B.
BC we're on board with, but barely gets anything
Okay.
done. Gets a couple of shots, but BD just bum rushing B right now.
Now, Black Dragons can't confirm it yet. They're going to see when they get into this location and it's completely naked. They can just get the plant here. This is a terrible first round here for Lazarus. Let's see if they have miracle play, because otherwise this is going to be a loss.
Yeah, Loons is trying to attempt that wraparound. He is coming through the office entrance, but he might just be far too late.
Yeah, and Goken's still covering the entrance from the office, so still great shots can be come down, and a pretty good smoke to line, basically close all the eyes coming down from the yard side. And these 2 snipers are not really being shut down by anyone.
Yeah, as I said, Loons with the wraparound just far too slow. Does manage to get Goken. He does need to do, he needs to perform an absolute miracle, and a miracle he cannot perform.
Not bad play, but not a win. Now we're at 9-1. We need to see if we're going to get to the tie moment of this match at 9-9 here.
It's definitely not looking like it's going to go that way.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like we're going to have it. But let's see. We got to believe in the comeback.
40. Gets immediately shot down.
He even had the drop.
Busy though. Lazarus showing some power. Goken strikes immediately back to back. 2 back. 3 shots in a row.
Come on, Moon. Can he do it?
They'll spot it immediately.
Not bad. 1 kill, 2 more to go. AK picked up, reloading, switch to pistol. And that is it. GG game 1.
That was the fastest map that we ever had.
That was 10-1.
Awesome crossfire games done quick here at the grand finals. We had never seen a speed run in a match like that. Damn. You know, it is the same Lazarus that played in our first game here today,
Yes.
but dude,
It's also the same Black Dragons that
Yeah.
just played in the previous match.
I'm stunned. Our next map is going to be what was our
Black
next
Widow.
map? Black Widow, right? Yeah, and then it's port for map 3. Thank you.
Oh, we're not going to get there. The way this
I
is
don't-
going,
I
we're
don't
not
know.
getting that way. That was just the biggest manhandling we have ever seen. We thought that
Yeah.
SVBD was just like, that was a wrestling match of a giant versus a little child, but
Well,
BD Lazarus is insane.
That was like, it wasn't like a battle. It was like watching a lion eat a gazelle. Like, okay, like, let's just let him finish him off here. Lazarus is going to have, I think, a lot of things improved. Better gunplay, better positioning. They also seem to have a very bad read on their opponents. There were many times where a bomb site was completely neglected.
Yes.
Now, I understand that's a gamble. Is that a gamble you want to take when you're behind like this? I don't think so.
And sometimes their flash and the smokes were actually coming down at the right spot where they need to block site before jumping into A or B. Sometimes it was blocked by his teammate or it's dropped in the wrong location or timing that they were about to strike into the site. That was actually the same time when Black Dragons came out to them, collapsing on them, getting more kills instead.
If I'm not wrong, if Lazarus lose this, they will be going against Q9 tomorrow, I believe.
Second place of a Group A, I believe.
So yeah, they'd be going against Q9. Q9 look great too. BD are absolutely insane right now. There is no way they should be dominating this as bad. This is a professional world final tournament. These are the best teams around, and BD just made Lazarus look like a pug.
Yeah, it was insane. They got clowned on. We're now on a Black Widow, our classic Crossfire map, all ready to start things off. A dead Lazarus player. But again, we have players off and on get picked off. It's going to come more down to the push here from Lazarus. They are the players with the bomb, although the bomb player was picked off, so they're going to retract back here, snag the bomb, and then try to devise a plan for where they can push. Is it A? Is it B? And when will they do it?
Yeah, 40 at least gets one down. DGG leaving A side totally open. And they don't really care too much as the smoke's already thrown down towards A long.
Central Passage, though, does belong to Black Dragons right now as Goken turns around and just obliterates VZ.
Yeah, Goken actually came out from the double doors all the way out. And Adrian Imagine is still here.
Black Dragons is everywhere. Loons with the kill. But again, it's a game of numbers. Now, this is possible for Loons. He's got the AK.
Yeah, but
the players are split up. They're trying to actually come from behind here. He's already moved back. But again, you got to be careful with these gun swaps. We saw rifle to pistol, back to rifle. You will get killed there if they click on you.
yeah, Adrian had that long rotation way ahead, all the way from the BL spawn, from the waterway. So that rotation could not be read well enough.
I mean, Black Dragons were also trying to get the pincer there. They were trying to come around, and it looked as though he might have just juked it out, but unfortunately did fall. So now we see Lazarus Gaming pushing through the access road, and they're going to start maybe to push up A long, but it's a dangerous spot to go in with Goken sitting there nice and pretty with a sniper.
Yeah, I think Lazarus, their setup usually on the Black Widow is to have 40, go on to that A long, make sure they win the trade, or at least get that information that A long is going to be open, make sure there's no actual sniper from that A long, and then try to rotate with that information. That's exactly what they're trying again here. But because of that small rotation within a corner of the entire map, yeah, Black Dragons, they already cover 60% of the map.
We have a very defensive posture here. I think the game plan here is for Lazarus is to see the Black Dragons will get cocky and maybe push out a little bit too far here.
But it's looking like Lazarus might be pushing out too far. Nils is in no man's land.
Nils was really out of position there. There was three, no pun intended, three-way crossfire there. They just completely mowed him down. And now we're going to see a sneak move over here through A long. A long is not covered as far as snipers go. We have, I'm sorry, there's a sniper actually, but it's in that angular location, not in the long spot.
Yeah, Goken only covering onto the shelf side.
Yeah.
And backing up after the flash. Great timing.
But he's going to be able to get an angle in now. Gets one. And, I mean,
again,
Lazarus just crumbled.
As far as the engagements go, every time it's like one kill and then Lazarus drops three players. They just are not able. They're not even ever able so far to have a coordinated attack on this map.
I think after a crushing defeat in match number 2 today, Black Dragons, they learned, okay, it's better to have our backup rifles today because our two snipers are just not working out together. Let's split them and have the riflers immediately backing up. That's working so much better against Lazarus.
Yeah, I mean, this is a completely different Black Dragons team from the last game.
Black Dragons, by the way, going for a sweep here through A long. Covering A long, and this is a better position to cover with the rifles here. They may not be prepared. And it looks like Lazarus, one of the players may end up peeking here. This may be the first kill here for round 3.
I mean, Nils finds himself in that no man's land again. He is so far forwards, but you can see DGZ, he's looking, he's anxious. He knows they're coming around that corner. Gets the one.
One down.
That's a half shot.
Oh, 2 kills. How far can he go?
3.
He's just buying time for his team. Let's get out of here.
Goken comes around the corner, helps him out, even with that half shot.
That was so sick. And there's just nothing Lazarus can do. I mean, this is just, it's weird because we had a very close series with Super Valiant Gaming against Black Dragons. But Black Dragons, again, it's like this isn't even my final form here.
Yeah, the score's still 3-0, but that was like the last nail in the coffin. This is boom, you guys are done.
Well, especially when you have them, Lazarus attacking into areas and 1 to 2 players wipes the team. That's when insecurity can set in here for Lazarus, where it doesn't even matter strategically where you're going. They just are able to snipe you much more quickly. And that's got to be scary here for Lazarus, who already got just smashed in game 1.
And usually with a sniper gun, you don't really go this far. You never go
Right.
this far out into the BL side unless you have someone else covering you.
Oh my God. Maze in here. Can he get a 3rd kill?
Nothing is going right. I'm trying to find positives in the way that Lazarus are moving around the map or just playing this game, and they're just not doing it. It's so hard to find a positive right now on the side of Lazarus.
They're not even gaining any ground on the opposing side here. We've got one player maybe about going to be our first breach here in the mid.
Yeah, so instead, I think they changed all into the rifles, providing that firepower when they're trying to go into either the double doors into midsection or into the waterway, rotating into B side immediately.
Are they going to go to mid? I think they're going to go back down here, move through into alley, into A short. That would seem to be the best place to go. There is only one gun here for Black Dragons pointed in that area.
Which is weird because they have
scoping.
less information about the snipers,
Okay.
and they're at A.
Well, Goken, again, just able to buy time. He's going to smoke this area now and call for reinforcements. Good shot there. No reinforcements needed, ladies and gentlemen. And look at how relaxed Black Dragons are.
I mean, DGZ and Goken were both in that area, and I mean, Lazarus just kind of walked into
Exactly.
a bullet wall and got eviscerated. There was just nothing left of them within a blink of an eye, and just like that, again,
Goken.
another body drop.
Oh, man! There's no touching Goken. Goken now finally picked off. It's 3-4, but they're far deep in A-long, out of enemy territory. They may abandon this. I think push in there is impossible. And already down here through Central Passage is the one Black Dragons player ready for a snipe. Lazarus marooned in this location, waiting for the smoke to fade.
Because Lazarus lost so many rounds, they should have moved out already into that A site, but they're just not finding the speed because they're not having the confidence to actually land those shots, land those headshots to break into A site.
Well, a little bit of a positive here. They're getting at least a couple down.
But both coming from Passage.
Oh, Vienna is down. ADRF is the last man standing.
My
and
God. My God. 5 wins now. Again, it's 1st to 10 here.
Lazarus gave so way too much time for that backup to come. And they're not really finding in any sort of advantageous position on this map. They need to either just have a big rush towards that mid or B section, which they have not tried yet. And the moment they want to try it, it's BD actually pushing out all the way to the waterway.
That was an uncharacteristic miss right there. I mean, there was no movement, and DGZ did miss the shot, but there's only one member of Lazarus left. 40 is against Vienna, ADRF, and Goken.
40. Again, it is on a dream right now that he wins this. But it's happened before. Can he do it this time? They need a win, and this would be a miracle. 1 kill down, 40 at about 40 HP, no pun intended, and he is gone. As once again, Goken seeming to be the MVP here of this series.
I mean, not a single member of BD is negative in their KD right now. That is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, finally Lazarus loved the move, but again Goken. Oh. He actually she came out from the double doors already, knowing that there has to be a push towards the B site.
Okay, not bad here. This could be the moment where Lazarus turns the tides.
They still have to go through some of the biggest hitters on Black Dragons. There's Goken, there's DGZ. They're 10-1, 9-4.
Loon's on his back.
Yeah, Loon's often the last player alive, but never the player that can turn the series around. It's funny because we're not having one big moment here where the Black Dragons win. It's actually 3 or 4 moments where Lazarus is picked off one by one, and then it's an easy closer.
Yeah, it is just dismantling everything. BD are making Lazarus look like bots. Like, they don't even look like they're actually playing the game right now.
Yeah, even Martin's on AWM now, which is I don't think ever happened in the qualifier matches.
Oh my God, he's just continuing to dominate.
Oh my.
Lazarus, look at this. I would love to be in on the conversation with what's happening to Lazarus, because now it's almost I think the despair is we're past that. Now it's no longer about
It's
denial. It's about
8-0.
acceptance here.
I mean, this studio is dead silent. It's ridiculous. Oh, amazing.
Mazin Goken.
Two.
My God.
They strike back to back.
Oh my God. 40 is the last player to be sniped down here. All right, let's flip it around.
9-0.
All right, guys, I'm going to tell you, I think Lazarus is going to come back.
Yeah.
I think you guys are being a little bit unfair in your casting. How about that?
I
think Lazarus is going to come back 10-0
Yes.
and win
Yes,
the
Tasteless.
Crossfire 2020 Grand Finals. What do you think?
I completely agree with you. I think maybe
All right.
both teams here decided they need to go all the way because 9-0 is unheard of at this level.
We've had nothing but close games, or close rounds, I should say, in the Crossfire 2020 Grand Finals. Today is our first stomping, but it's not done yet. Again, first of 10 wins. Lazarus has to play the perfect series. But right now, gunplay from Black Dragons.
Okay, Lazarus actually reaching out all the way into the side. Going towards BL.
Oh my
40
God,
is down already. Lazarus are just in disarray right now.
Is this
Everything
it?
is going wrong. VZ is down to a slither as well.
Oh my God. 3, 2, 4. It's not
Yeah, no.
impossible. It's not impossible. But NLS and Moon, they need to play perfectly. Now, C4 is pointed towards A. A is a very seizable spot. And this is the game that Lazarus not only has to win, but should win.
This might just be it. Mazin's really low, but with Niels on that AWM, does not land that shot.
Okay,
No.
he checks window over there. Is he going to rotate down onto the low ground? Again, not a lot of tension here for the Black Dragons. This would be their first loss, but
They're
The
not
moment he
even
peeks out.
repositioning.
and even then, it is 2-1 before eventually.